Hello. Today we're going to be discussing and showing a augmented reality sandbox. And this instrument is to help you better understand and read topographic maps and understand how we make contour lines. Now this instrument we have here is a projection coming down on play sand, which is a very reflective sand. And as you move the sand around, you can see that these lines begin to change. And these lines are kind of like what you would see in a topographic map. And remember, a topographic map is a two-dimensional representation of the Earth's surface and illustrates both natural and man-made features. Topographic maps contain various kinds of information such as elevation, relief, hydrology, vegetation, transportation, and boundaries. Now with this instrument, this augmented reality sandbox is showing you contour lines, as you can see right here. And one contour line represents the same elevation. So if you have contour lines that are very close to each other, this is going to mean a very steep gradient. Remember, contour lines, the vertical dimension of a map is shown by contour lines. These are imaginary lines that connect points of equal elevation measured from a previously established plane, such as sea level. As you can see right here, the contour lines are very close to each other. And then we go to the top of now this mountain that I removed to make it flat. You can see the contour lines are now farther away from each other. You're having that flat plateau up there. So now let's look at some examples. We can go to example number 1. And so example number 1, we have a very steep face of this hill with a more gentle rolling backside with maybe another little hill on the back of it. And so let's see what that looks like if we made it in the sandbox. So we'll make the first part of the hill, make it very steep in the front. See the contour lines are very close to each other, meaning it's very steep. The backside will be a little more gentle with maybe one little more hill in the back, maybe not as steep. And so from that representation that you would maybe read on your topo map, that's what it would look like in these dimensions now to help you better understand that. We can also make it rain by putting our hand in front of the projector so we can better understand how water moves through this topography. Here's another example, a very steep face with a gentle slope on its backside. So we'll just make a very steep little hill right here, and then make a more gentle sloping hill going down the backside of this hill. So you can see the contour lines are very close together in the front, very steep, and the contour lines are not as close to each other, more farther apart, going down the other side of the hill. Meaning again, as you can see, it's less steep. Make it rain again, see how the rain comes down, and it goes down pretty fast on the steep side. Maybe not as fast on the less steep side of the hill. It's pretty nice. You can add a lot more water to this. And usually if we were in labs, you guys would get to play with this. Here's another example. It's almost just two steep hills next to each other. So let's see what that looks like. And there we go. Two steep hills next to each other. And it's nice too, because you have these kind of color changes as well as higher elevation, very white and higher up, getting into light red, then dark red farther down. If you actually get lower, you can get into green colors as well. Now we'll just kind of make some other examples here. We'll make like a kind of a crater volcano and see what that looks like. Carve out some more rivers next to it. Maybe we can open up this crater. This is similar to what Mount St. Helens looks like after it exploded. And then we can just kind of play around and add some other little hills in here, and we can make the top flat. But just kind of pay attention to the contour lines again. Seeing how if the contour lines are very far apart, means it's relatively flat or a gentle slope. And if they're close to each other, it means it's very steep. And usually in maps, they will tell you there's usually an equal distance between these contour lines, and they'll usually give you they usually tell you this in the topographic map. And that will just make one big, large hill. Maybe make like something next to the beach or the ocean. As you can see, we get farther down, it turns even to green in that area. And again, this is just kind of fun to play with. People have made all kinds of representations. Somebody even made someone made a map of the United States showing the Rocky Mountains and the Appalachian Mountains and the plains in the Midwest. And a lot of our water has gone. We have to make more water. To make it rain, you just put your hand in front of the projector and you get lots of rain. So again, this concludes our augmented reality sandbox. Hope you enjoyed this.